to another episode of the next 48 hours, brought to you live from Cape Town on DSTV, and it's great to be keeping you company.
Our location today is the fantastic Koi restaurant inside the Ambassador Hotel in Bantry Bay. This location is phenomenal, definitely one of my favorites for this summer. The views are almost indescribable.
And we're surrounded by all the buzz, all the happening. You'll hear the phones ringing, you're hearing people coming in and out of the restaurants, proving how popular this location is. And a definitely must visit place if you're coming to Cape Town this December. This is a hot and happening spot.
Now, I was lucky enough a little bit earlier on to try some of the food, and I guarantee you it is sublime. Contemporary Asian fusion. I could spend all day talking about food. You know this about me, you know I love food, but I won't do that. Liesl, you missed a phenomenal event last Friday.
What event?
The Red Carpet Fashion Show. I'm talking uber stylish fashion, beautiful people, but you know what? See for yourselves. The Red Carpet Fashion Show, and with me on the next 48 hours couch I have two uber styling fashionistas. Ladies, welcome to the next 48 hours. So what are you looking forward to the most about this evening?
Well, I'm looking forward to see Jagadi Couture because I usually love his evening gowns and his dresses. Beautiful, I love it. No, yes, I'm looking forward to see that, and of course we just want to see beautiful fashion.
How about you?
For me personally, it's going to be Craig Court because he always does amazing menswear, swimwear. So obviously hot model guys, that's a plus. And then Malcolm Cook, I hear, did some amazing things at the Africa Fashion Week. So I'm really excited to see what he's going to show us tonight.
What are some of the trends that you've noticed that you'll be following this summer?
Well, I'm definitely going to do monochrome, the black and white everything. Stripes and spots and all of that. And I love how they combine different prints. So, and because black is so classic, but it just changes it up a bit. So I'll definitely be doing that. And you can always add a pop of color just to bring some in a little.
Okay. I personally am loving the white on white look. I know it's very high maintenance, but it's beautiful. And that paired with some really nice like bronze accessories, gold accessories. And then also soft florals and different floral prints matched together. That's also looking really great. So that's what I want to try this summer.
Now is Javed, the man behind Jagadi. Javed, welcome to the next 48 hours.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. Now, we've just watched your magnificent collection, and what I got from it was really whimsical, a lot of fairy tale in it. Am I getting that? Or
Yes, you certainly are. Use a lot of flowers and not feathers, but fabric cut into leaf shapes and things. I wanted a lot of nice flow in the collection, yes.
Oh, there was one particular dress that I absolutely loved. There's a sort of train happening at the back, and I just thought that is magnificent.
Yeah, I think that a train always adds drama to a collection, and it just makes it look like a beautiful red carpet gown rather than just a dress.
Before we go, is there anything you'd like to say about this particular number?
Yeah, this is obviously a whimsical dress as well. It was created a few weeks ago and it fits you perfectly. Thank you for wearing it.
Oh, no. Thank you for allowing me to wear it. Javed, thank you so much for joining us on 48 hours.
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Who is it?
Do you know what? I love South African designers. I think we have some of the best, and both of these pieces are actually from South African designers. This is Stefania Morland. Big flares for the dress, has to go with the hair, obviously. And then this next piece is by Missy Bubba. It's all handmade, South African soft leather. Love it.
Love it. So talking about the hair, a lot of people have been commenting about the hair tonight. I love it. New look?
I'm trying out something different. I mean, I have to admit it does look as though I've been caught in this Cape Town wind, but it turned out okay.
On the next 48 hours couch with me now, we have Leanne Williams from Good Hope FM and Expresso. Leanne, welcome to the next 48 hours.
Hi Nicole, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm fantastic. It's so great to be on the next 48 hours couch. This is my first time and I'm very, very excited to be at this event tonight.
So Leanne, summer is finally here, thank goodness. What's the one must-have fashion item for you this summer?
I think the one must-have fashion item for me, and it's something that I've fallen in love with, and Miley Cyrus does it so well, is the very little midriff top. I know you were thinking I was going to talk about the twerking.
I'm going like, why are we going there?
No. It's the little midriff top and the high-waisted skirt, and even the high-waisted jeans. Being a curvy girl myself, I always used to steer away from it. I've embraced it. You know why? Because it just does what it needs to do. It lifts everything up, it pushes everything together, and just showing that little bit of skin there is just, it's the most amazing thing. And then something that's non-fashion, I must say, that probably makes any girl look 10 kilos lighter is a little bit of self-tan. Girl, a little bit of self-tan makes anyone look
why are you calling me out now?
that much skinnier.
Come out of winter.
I promise you, just do it. I promise you, it's going to take 10 kilos off.
Okay, done. That's one tip I am taking. Leanne, have a fantastic evening. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me. It's always a wonderful thing.
left-hand side, I have Noshad Khan, producer of the next 48 hours. On my right, I have Jade, the woman who put together this fantastic event. Jade, thank you so much for having us here this evening.
Thank you for being here and joining us.
How do you feel it all went?
pretty smoothly. I'm really happy with the flow of things. I'm actually pretty ecstatic about the incredible designs from each of our phenomenal designers. For me, that's pretty much the highlight of my evening. They really pulled out all the stops.
So you are wearing a gorgeous, gorgeous dress. Who is it? Who designed it?
I'm wearing Jagadi and my hair is done by Maria's Company for Hair.
Beautiful. I was admiring your hair early on. Now, Nishad, your thoughts on the evening?
Look, I think it's the perfect way to bring in summer. Cape Town is the place to be, and if this is what the tone is going to be, it's going to be an awesome summer. I think people are going to just come and have fun in this fabulous city we call home.
Another episode of the next 48 hours brought to you from our location in the Ambassador Hotel in Cape Town at a restaurant called Koi. It's only been open for a couple of months, and if you're from Gauteng, you'll recognize the name. There's restaurants in Pretoria and Johannesburg, and we've finally got it in Cape Town, so it's a hot spot this summer to visit. And I'm sitting with the owner and a man who's a qualified chef. He's worked in London, Paris, Greece, and he's brought the Koi concept to Cape Town. Dion Berg, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I can say it's a natural fit to bring Koi to Cape Town, but what made you decide to make the move or open a branch here?
Well, you know what, we were offered this site and there was nothing else that could have fitted in here but Koi. I mean, if you look at our view, I mean, it's one of the best in the world. You can't find it anywhere in the world. And that's it, we thought let's open up a Koi here.
Now the Koi concept, for someone who hasn't been to Koi before, what can they expect?
Basically, we've done sort of an Asian mix of food with sushi, we've done dim sum, and a bit of mix of Pacific Rim food where we're taking Asian ingredients with European product, and that's our food.
Now for someone who hasn't had dim sum before, they're going, dim sum what?
Dim sum originates from China, and it's basically a food that you usually eat at lunch and at tea, and it comes in little baskets. It's usually steamed, and it's little mouthfuls of food. So that's dim sum.
Now you've travelled the world extensively,
yes,
and you know what the secret behind a successful restaurant is. You're also responsible for Voila, which is in the Cape Quarter. It's also opening across the road from the Ambassador, and Wakami, beautiful beachfront, great sushi, and Koi as well.
Yeah.
What does it take to run a successful restaurant or chain of restaurants?
Well, thank God I've got 3 other partners who are great partners, and I think it's working very well together, and I think we've just hit the nail on the head with our concepts, and they seem to work straight away from every side.
Now if you're not in the kitchen and you're not running around Koi and running around Voila or Wakami, what are you doing in your spare time?
With my boys. I've got 2 very overexcited boys, and I spend a lot of time with them, and obviously my wife as well.
Now December holidays are coming up. A lot of Gautengers are coming to visit Cape Town.
Hopefully they're coming here.
Why should they come here?
Well, I mean, look at this view. I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, it really is the best. And to be eating, there's the food that they know in Joburg, on the water. I mean, where else could you want to eat?
Well, Dion, that's the perfect excuse for anyone to come and visit Koi. We look forward to seeing you throughout December and spending a lot of summer sunny days sipping cocktails, eating the most delicious sushi and the most delicious Asian selection of food. And we look forward to seeing you in the restaurants.
Great, thank you very much.
So make Koi your stop if you are in Cape Town this December holiday, or if you live in Cape Town, this should be one of your permanent restaurants. I'm Liesl, and you tune in to the next 48 hours.
You're watching the next 48 hours. Our location today, the beautiful Koi restaurant inside the Ambassador Hotel in Bantry Bay. And talking about beautiful, I have 2 rather beautiful guests with me. I have Marina from the Little Black Book, welcome, and I have Renee from Gorgeous to Go. Now these ladies have joined us because Marina is putting together a really special event entitled A Day of Fashion, and she's going to be telling us a bit more about what to expect. Marina, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. On the 16th of November, we're holding a day of fashion at the beautiful Holden Munns Wine Estate in Franschhoek. It was basically an idea of 6 of my best friends who have all been my clients in the past, and basically have a pop-up sale. We're also going to have a fashion show there, and all the ladies who come through for the day will be getting free Holden Munns rosé wine throughout the day.
That sounds divine. So, as you may have noticed, I'm wearing some beautiful jewelry, beautiful shoes, and I think a rather gorgeous dress. But I think to top it all off, I also have a really gorgeous makeup, and that's thanks to Renee. Renee, tell us a bit about what you do and Gorgeous to Go and how you're involved in this event.
Well, first of all, I've been going to Marina's events, and she's a very good friend of mine. So when I heard about this fashion pop-up show, I was like, well, it's the perfect place for us to launch our very, very gorgeous brand. So that's kind of where it started.
Okay, now you did something really interesting to me earlier. I think you called it airbrushing. Just tell us a bit about what that is. I believe it's quite new.
Yes, well, it's not actually new. Most movie stars prefer airbrushing because it's infallible. It doesn't move. So for 16 hours you are just perfect, and you can rub it, nothing comes off. So the beauty of it is it lasts forever and it looks like you're wearing nothing.
Certainly works for me. Yes. Now, talking about the event, just back to the event, is there a cost involved? How do people find out more about it?
And there's no cost involved. We actually have an event page on the Little Black Book Likes page, so we're promoting it. All the brands from Sloan Madison to Blue Bay to Alessia, Errata, and Gorgeous to Go. And I'm missing, and I Am One of a Kind. They're all going to be involved, so there's no cost. We'd obviously love people to shop, and there'll be some amazing things for sale. And just an amazing day to go out to the winelands, spend a day, have some wine, and obviously the restaurant's open there. They've got picnic baskets, so there's so much to do there.
I think I read as well that there's a spa at the wine estate. Will that be open on the day?
That will be also open on the day, and they'll be doing express manis and pedis for everyone who arrives on the day. There's also a manor house, so for those who decide they'd like to maybe stay on and have a dinner and some more drinks, they could obviously spend the night in the 5-star manor house.
Marina and Renee, wonderful having you with us in the next 48 hours. Wishing you all the best for the event. Now, I know where I'm going to be on the 16th of November at the Day of Fashion, hoping to see you there. You're watching the next 48 hours. Stay tuned. I'm Nicole Biondi. You're watching the next 48 hours, and we are talking fashion, fashion, fashion. On the 16th of November, there's a new exciting event happening out in the Franschhoek Winelands entitled A Day of Fashion. And with us today, we have Clarissa and Claire. Welcome to the next 48 hours. Now, you guys are involved in the event. Tell me how.
Well, Marina came to me and mentioned this fashion pop-up event, and I have to tell you, I did not have to think about it very long and hard. The girls she's organized are all the best in the business, so I was quite honored that she'd included Blue Bay among the lineup.
And tell me, before we move on, tell me about Blue Bay. What do you do? Where can people find you?
Blue Bay is a fabulous, as we can see by what you're wearing, ladies' clothing boutique. Very exclusive and not too expensive. So it's just, I think it has the best of both.
Well, I certainly love my dress. Thank you so much. And how are you involved?
So we'll be there selling Sloan and Madison jewelry. We're mainly based online, but we also do very regular pop-up shops. And we find at this time of year, with Christmas around the corner, people love to come and see and try on for themselves and feel the jewelry and talk about the jewelry. And there's a lot of bespoke orders, so people can order fine jewelry, beautiful pendants, like the one that she's wearing here, which is called the Rachel Zane. It's inspired by the character from Suits. And we also do the beautiful earrings that you're wearing and what I'm wearing. So we do a whole range of costume and fine jewelry.
I love your pieces. Now guys, summer is here. Do you have any tips, any advice for what people should be doing this summer in terms of fashion? What should they be wearing, and in terms of jewelry, what sort of pieces are we looking at?
Well, in terms of from the fashion side, from my side, monochrome is a huge look. So it's black and white this summer. If you're not doing monochrome, you are going bright colors like cobalt blue, tangerines, lots of bright colors. Shorts are a huge fashion staple this summer, but not everyone can get away with them, unfortunately. It's just fun, it's colorful, and it's beautiful.
I'm just so happy it's here.
So as far as jewelry is concerned, what's really in right now is mixing your metals. So wearing rose gold with white gold or yellow gold with white gold like I'm doing, or just stacking things and layering them and mixing and matching your cheaper stuff with your more expensive stuff and not being afraid to mix it all up in a pot.
Fantastic. Rose gold and yellow gold. I haven't heard of rose gold before. Does it have a rose?
Rose gold is a color of gold. So it's manufactured, the only gold that occurs naturally is yellow gold, of course. But then you get variations of yellow gold, which will be white or rose. Yes.
Well, consider me educated. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today at the next 48 hours, and we wish you all the very best of the event.
Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for having us.
Another exciting event happening on that same day, the 16th of November, is the Good Hope FM Rev Life, happening at Killarney. The next 48 hours we're invited to attend the media launch, so check this out, all you petrol heads.
Hi, my name is James Dean. I'm from Ireland in Europe, and I'm down here in Cape Town for this Rev Life event this weekend, and I'm really excited for this event. So basically my background, I started drifting when I was 15 years old, and I'm 22 now, and the last 7 years have just been a roller coaster. It's been awesome, and I've drifted all over the world, and it's great to come down to South Africa. It's a new place, new culture, new drivers, and yeah, this event this weekend, it's shaping up to be awesome.
I'm Akila Sesman. I'm 16 years old, and I started getting tours because my uncle them love cars and they went spinning and stuff. So when I went with him in the car, I found that I loved it, the adrenaline rush. And the smoke and everything, it made me feel very nice. I felt happy. It was exciting for me. On Saturday, I won't be drifting like as the high speed, but I'll be making smoke because that's what I'm supposed to do on Saturday. I'll entertain the crowd basically.
Hi, I'm Sibs from Good Hope FM, from the Guy McDonald Breakfast Show and the teen show with Paul Wasty. I'm excited for Rev Life because I get to drift and I love speed. I'm just one of those chicks.
Hi, I'm Luciano. I'm the station manager at Good Hope FM, and this year we took in Rev Life 2013. As you can see behind me and on the track, the guys are warming up for Saturday's big race. The big attraction is, of course, the drifting. We have the European champion here, James Dean, and we've seen the first drift of his. It's amazing. I'm excited. I can't wait for Saturday to see some of the boys ready to Angel, some of the ladies that's drifting here. It's going to be awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us for another exciting episode of the next 48 hours.
Now, Nicole, in true Nicole style, you know her to be the one that always takes a bite of something when we end the show. So I've got you a plate of my favorite salad.
It's happening. I've got calamari,
chicken, avo salad from Koi. Awesome. You enjoy it. Thank you for keeping us company. We look forward to you seeing us next week, same time, same place on DSTV.